Morning, guys. Wait for a few more people to join on. We're out here at this customer's house. This is the front chamber of this tank. As you can see, they ran one of their downspouts right across the lid. Unfortunately, this is a pretty common thing. Trying to give people the benefit of the doubt of not knowing that they're putting it over the tank, but when they're setting it on concrete, surely they understand there's something under there. They may not need to put it over it, but it happens. So we try to be real cautious when we're digging. Especially stuff like a corrugated line like that, it's pretty easy to mess up. So we try to take our time while we're digging. You'd be surprised what people put on top of tanks. Gas lines, water lines, data cables. There's days I wonder if they don't seek the septic tanks out. So on this one, we're pumping this front chamber. We keep getting a bunch of people questioning whether or not we ever open up the back chamber. Yeah, we do. A lot of times we don't film it. This tank's in pretty good shape. But what issue they're having, as we go down here, is about 15 feet from the septic tank. It's boiling out right here where this orange flag's out. The system's kind of running back over here in this hill. I think they had the pool, so the system was down here, and then they had the pool put in, so they had to reroute some stuff a few years ago. So what the plan is today, to try to see what's going on here, there's not any trees or anything that should have been causing a problem. When you're on a hill like this, every now and then the dirt will wash off, and it'll start to surface just because the topsoil's coming off. But I don't think that's the case here. The tank went a really long time without being pumped. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean the whole system. And I'll go back up here, tell you what we're going to do. The outlet line back here, we're going to hook up to the outlet line, hook up vacuum to it, seal it off. And then I'll come out here and track these lines. And what we do, now people can probably do this differently in different areas, but what we'll do is I'll kind of come down here with my prober and track these lines, make sure I'm getting air past this point. We're kind of thinking, because the tank had been so abandoned, like ignored for so long, and the sludge level got so high, I'm thinking some sludge has gotten out here. We're gonna see if we can pull that out, see if we can get everything flowing. It's backing up, running down the hill, causing some issues where it could get into the pool, and the rest of the lines are dry past this point, so it's not getting past here. Hadn't been any major work done, so we're gonna try to see what's going on. So we are I don't know, it's probably about a 25 foot rise there, so it's taking a minute to pull the tank empty. So that's kind of what we got going on. This is a kind of a common problem we run into around here. So we think this is should be a simple fix. What I do when we get hooked up, there's 2 or 3 different things I've done over the years. When I'm hooked up, when we have vacuum hooked up to this, you can hear air, way on down the line. So what we'll do is you can go down there and we'll poke some holes in the line, and while we're down there, make sure we're getting good vacuum. I've actually had customers that smoke. I've had it pull the smoke down into us. I mean, we can get good, as long as we can get good vacuum down there. Most of the time the lines are open, and that'll kind of open everything up and get it working correctly. So that's what we're doing this morning. About to get this front chamber done. Then we'll pump the back chamber back. Get all this line put back in, their drainage pipe back in. We'll get this one pumped down, get it cleaned up. And on this style tank, it has a plastic baffle back there. We'll have to remove that baffle to get to it right there. And what we'll do, we'll come back with a plastic T baffle to put on there. So we keep those in the service truck. So we'll get all that done. When we get done, I'll kind of, once we get that process going, I'll get back on here and show you how that's working.